Right, now here we're at the beginning of BOL 109, which runs from the junction of BOL 178 and BOL 177, just short of that stile, well, gap in the wall really. And this one runs a fairly obvious course to Walkerfold Road. Simon's just remarked that Winter Hill does look pretty close from here, which it does, but looks a bit deceptive.
Dad,
yeah.
Right. For your information, viewers, I have a condition known as dyspraxia, so I struggle with anything that requires coordination. So tying shoelaces is incredibly aggravating. Please don't judge. Thank you.
Okay, so you can see that the path drops nicely to Walkerfold Road. Hello, this is the start of BOL 110, which runs off Walkerfold Road. There is a sign here, but it looks like somebody at one point has tried to cover it up, which isn't a great sign, to be honest, but as far as I know, this is a trouble-free route. It runs up to Old Hart's Farm, which is not a name you should say in a hurry for obvious reasons. And it runs up the drive to the first building, swings right through the farmyard, and then goes up left by the last building to a five-way footpath junction.
Let's go.
After coming through the farmyard, as I said, you go left at the just past the furthest building, and you can see a stile ahead in the direction of Winter Hill. And from just over the stile, you can see the next one slightly to the left of the telegraph pole. Right, as you can see, it's a double stile, slightly overgrown, but it's still open. Once over the stile, there is no path visible on the ground, so you want to head straight up the field, perhaps keeping just to the left of that telegraph pole that you can see on the horizon. And when you get over the brow of the hill, look slightly to your left for this post, because this marks the five-way junction between 110 and 115 going that way, 116 going up the hill, and 112 heading downwards. Okay, so here we are at the end of BOL 110, where it meets BOL 115, BOL 116, BOL 112, and we're now going to take BOL 110, and it's slightly tricky this. We're looking for a stile in that fence which should be somewhere near the trees, so we're heading in that direction.
By the way, subscribe.
Now, as you approach the trees, you will see a little footbridge to get over the brook, and that's telling you whereabouts the path is. So it's actually at the far end of the bank of trees. Now, a contact in Bolton Ramblers told me that this path was impassable due to mud and wet. I'm wondering if the footbridge has been put in since then. Possibly it is agitation. So possibly a cap in the feather of Mr. Ron Thatcher, this.
Yeah, it looks new then.
Yeah. So as you go across the bridge and then follow the wall, and I'll come back to you when I've checked which side of the wall we should go on. Right, well, we've just done a quick map check, and you want to follow with the wall on your left. Just watch, it might be slightly marshy, this first little bit. Ah, yes, might be very marshy actually.
Well, it is difficult.
Yeah. Try and stand on the rushy parts.
We recommend to you viewers that you do this one around summer.
Yeah.
Because if you do get wet, it'll be probably a bit refreshing to you. This again?
No. So yeah, they've put the bridge in, but the path still needs a bit of drainage work. And at the end of the wall, you'll find this stile, which looks a bit rickety, and it will take you on to Edge Lane. I don't think I'll film myself going over this because I don't really want it to be a Michael breaks his neck video.
Looks a bit like a...
Yeah, the cross piece of that stile is very precariously balanced on piled up stones, so do be careful here. But this is the end of BOL 110 on Edge Lane, and actually the end of BOL in this direction, because these paths that you can see here off to the right, they're in the HOR area. And this is the start of BOL 118. Sorry, this is the start of BOL 112 from the junction of BOL 116, 110, 111 and 115. And this heads down towards those farm buildings, but before it gets there, it splits into BOL 113 and BOL 114. This path along the top of an old wall is rather uneven, so you've got to watch your step. But if you can look up, you'll see a sign post, and that marks the junction of the well, it marks the end of BOL 112 and the split between BOL 114 to the right and BOL 113 to the left.